Good evening, everybody. Not in your name, I'm Steffi. I'm listening from the United States, and I am so glad and happy to be there tonight among you guys, like always. And I know we really wait. We really wait, and sometime we cannot wait to see this day coming up. And we have a special club days because it's like almost every week, something we always have once a month, but we take advantage. I congratulate you guys and this Sunday afternoon to be there. I congratulate myself also for taking time today to be there tonight, and I'm so glad. Thank you, Teacher Michael, for this beautiful initiative you always take to, to keep boost us in our learning process. And the question is, what do you like and dislike about your culture? Culture. If I can talk about my culture, Asian culture, sometime when you go deeper and deeper, you're gonna see now you know where you come from. People gonna say where you come from. But when I was a teenager, things I really like, even though things is changing a little in our country because of the situation we have right now, and because of the technology also, there's a lot of things we have in our culture now. A teenager or maybe people who come in the future generation will not knowing. But I know I really enjoy a lot of talk about my culture, and some of the other guys already talk about some of them already. But like the food, I really like the food. I really like the weather. Me, I really dislike cold weather. We have weather, like, I really like my weather. This is why where I'm in USA and Florida especially, I really like it because it's a kind of like a bit the same weather as AD, even though sometimes it's getting too hot, but you never getting too cold like where Mr. Michael here is in Chile or maybe in New York, or some of the other guys maybe as well. Like I like also the food, even though I never participate in the like some of the activities we have in our culture, but people can take advantage of them the way we do it because we do it differently. Like carnival, the way we do things is different. Like in Haiti, they have Rara, even though I never go there, but I know people go there and really enjoy being there. And people like come from overseas every month to go there is because it's in our culture. Even though me, I never gone, but I know people really like excited about it. What I like also about my culture is the way we live in community. Where I am now is where I'm coming here in the United States. I know the value of what you have. Sometimes it's when you don't have something, you know the great value he has. Sometimes here is somebody you say, "Hey, I need you." Okay, I'll come. How come? I'm gonna go to work. I'll say, "No, no, I gotta go to sleep. I'm so tired." But in Haiti, sometimes you we united together. We talk, we joke, sometimes even play a lot of this kind of like the play we have in our country. But why here is a little bit different. Why here, like nowadays, things change. In Haiti, like you can like play mile with your companion. Sometimes you play like poker together, like we have casino. But right here, I don't know if I ever see this kind of thing where I am right now because people always say here time is money and they use the time. But in Haiti, we have in the way our house is the construction is in Haiti that put us together. But where we are, it's like everybody. You cannot even in the same house with somebody. Everybody is doing what they want. They can even see each other, even though they're in the same house. It's a kind of like a little bit separate, even though you're in the same house. That this is why I have an 80. I really appreciate, and I really happy because I take advantage of it when I was in 80. What I dislike about our culture, one of the things I really disliked when I was a teenager is because sometimes when your parents, somebody else can talking to you, they say, "Oh, you have to look down." No, as we go up with it, if you want to be convincing in a conversation, we have to look up. We have to look the people in the eyes. I really dislike that, and my grandmother always pop on me when she was alive. Because no, I said, no, you say something, I have to look at you. My mommy teach us that. If we lie, my mother gonna know that. If we look everywhere, you're gonna say, aha, you're lying. But when you say something, you look at her and the eye, you say, okay, you're telling the truth. This is why sometimes it's that every parent who teach the person differently. As you know, as your witnesses, we have a kind of education, and you know the way they teach us, even though and the kingdom hall, they say you have to be convincing and talk to people. This is why my mommy didn't teach us like that. But in the other area, like my grandmother, my great grandmother, they always want you to look down. They always pop on me because my mother didn't teach me like that. This is one of the things I dislike about it. And another thing I dislike about it is because sometimes in Haiti, the person can like something, they have passion for something, but their parents keep pushing them to do something they don't like. That can have a great impact of the person, because then they say if you're not like a lawyer, you're nothing. If you're like a doctor, you're nothing. It's not like that. And where I am now, this is what I really like about it in USA. Even at school, they give orientation to the children, to say, you like music, okay, go for it. You like to play basketball, go for it. They like putting you in the area they see you have string, but in Haiti you don't have anybody to orient you, even though you have some string in certain area. And sometimes if the children choose a path, people discourage the parents. I remember one of my classmates and the I can say high school diploma. When he graduated, he want to go to America Valley. A lot of people keep discouraging him. Oh no, this thing is not for boy. Oh, this thing is not. He say no. My mother don't like it. Me, I like it. And why now? He's a great designer. You see that? But they want him to go to agronomy, to go to faculty de science. You know that? But he say no, I won't go there because I know my path. And why now? It can make some also for you for almost 300, 500. And I remember the last time I talked to him, he go overseas because of this path he take. That sometimes this is what I dislike about our culture, but I like it. And where I am now, what I'm dislike about the US is because they compare children too much. This is why put these children sometimes they so disobedient, they don't listen to any people, they do whatever they want, and that can drove them away from great path. This is what I dislike about it. And Dominican Republic, what I like and I dislike, they almost have the same culture, like the way they see they like people, even though right now it's bad here because of political stuff. But even though they have little stuff, they make a party. They have a soda. They're gonna make a party among themselves. I really like about them. They can put together, and they don't have hatred. What we AED we have hatred. If somebody hate you, they want you to die. Even though they were just in a good battle, in the afternoon they put themselves together and they laugh, they drink together. I really like this about them. And what I dislike about them is the noise. They too noisy. Oh my god, they don't want you to sleep. See, this is something I really dislike about them. I don't want to be too long because I live at three different one. I give a little of something of each of them. Thank you so very much for listening to me. Bye.
Yes, congratulations, our beautiful lady, Miss Stacy, from another part of the world. We're so happy to have you. We really congratulate you because you know how to talk about things, especially talking about culture. It seems like it's your stuff. Congratulations. You did a really great job, and I think you are a really good example for the other folks as well. So now we're gonna keep on. We're gonna keep on. So don't forget, guys, this clip that we have, we're gonna have it every Sunday, especially during this month, June. We're gonna get it every Sunday. It's not necessary to wait for me to send you the link. It's going to be the same link. Right? What you can do, share the link with your people, with your friends, your family as well, and they'll like to join us to see what we are doing right here. So now we're gonna go with a different brother. It's going to be Mr. Stanley, please. You get the mic. Just open the mic, and we're gonna go with you.
Hi there. How you all doing? I hope that you're good. And thank you a lot, my dear teacher Michael, for giving me this opportunity, to talk about that subject. I was, I thought that I was being late because, it's now that I connected. And, I do appreciate, this question. And I just want, to share my thought about that. And my name is Stanley, students for language. language come what courses. And yeah, I'm so happy, to be there. And about that question, Teacher Michael, I think it over, today because yesterday and the day before, I didn't have time, to write something about that. And then, guys, I might go, a bit further. But the thing that I want to say about this question, why do I like and dislike about my culture? And I can tell I can describe it, from two words. I got two words for that. The first word that I got, it's hospitalities. Asian people are renowned for their hospitalities and resilience. And I do love these things. I remember like when I was at Benin, I just arrived and then a lot of people, like, some friends that I have, some friends that my mom have, give me, a welcome, a warm welcome, and I do appreciate this kind of thing, when you move to countryside and then you see some friends, some members of family, give you a good welcome. They, go for a walk with me, show me everything. It's like, I'm a tourist. I got a guard that, show me everything, try to teach me things that I didn't know that was existed. And then I really appreciate that, because I know that people, Asian people, have this thing, hospitality. And the other thing that, I see in Asian people, in my cultures, is resilience. We have the ability, to withstand or recover quickly from difficult adversities. Even though that things, might be, going pretty bad for us, we always try to do our best, to move on with life, try to see how we can, overcome the situation that we've been through. And I really appreciate, those two words, and I really appreciate those kind of things, because I saw it, in Asian people. I saw it in me, I saw it in my mom as well, especially mom in Haiti. We can, describe them as someone who have, hospitality and after that resilience. And the other thing that I don't really like in my culture right now, it's something that we didn't have before. It's something that we have now. It's like, submissive. I don't really like that. You know, the fact that we accept everything. We accept to be controlled by people that treat us bad. Maybe it is because, I mean that it is because of that I see things like that. It's like, even though the government, treat us, bad, we accept everything. Even though that you see the Asian people, live abroad, even though they see some governments try to, work over their rights, they accept everything because they think that, they don't have rights because they are Asian. And I don't really like that because I know that, sometime in the past, we were not like that. We were, some people, we didn't accept others to work over their rights. And then now I see those kind of thing, I feel a bit ashamed to see how some country, treat Asian people. And the other word that, I have, for that I didn't like, about my culture, if I, if you allow me, to describe it like that, it's wigs, resigned, resigned. It's like we accept unpleasant situation. It's almost the same word we, submissive or servile. I don't like this kind of thing because I know that before we have a sense of urgency, a sense of awareness about gravity of situation that happen in our country, the country that we live in. Now we accept everything, even though that we have rights, we accept everything. And as I told you guys, I love, hospitality, Asian hospitality, and resilience as well. Thank you, teacher.
Yes, thank you. And thank you a million as well. Our dear brother, Mr. Stanley from Haiti. And I know the way that things are over there. But I really congratulate you, even though the internet is not 100% okay, but you did a wonderful job. Really appreciate it and really thank you as well. And for your English and for your knowledge, the ability that you have to use words to talk about any type of thing. I really congratulate you. Really appreciate it. Okay, so thank you, and thank you very much, all of you guys, for joining us while here. We have a wonderful club tonight. We are talking about culture, and the purpose of the club is to practice English.